Okay, in this video we're going to be taking two moves we've already learned and alternating them. And this is alternating figure eights. And what I mean by that is we're going to alternate between the downward figure eight and the upward figure eight. Alright? Now this is useful for switching direction with your body and also moving with the saber back and forth. So, I'm going to stand back just a bit here so you can see everything. Again, I'm going to start with the downward figure eight to my side. Now, as I bring the saber in front of me, I'm going to bring it vertical, like that. So figure eight to vertical. Now from here, going this direction now, I'm going to bring it around into an upward figure eight. Okay, so downward, vertical, and upward on this side. So what that looks like a little bit faster is that. Now, from the upward figure eight, again, when I bring the saber to my front, I'm going to bring it vertical. Vertical. Now I can go back into the downward figure eight on my right side. And that's the alternating figure eight. Which looks like that. Now, you can spend some time like I'm doing here in each figure eight before transitioning, or you can do it all at once like that. And all I'm doing there is just bring, every time I come to the front, when I want to transition, I just bring the saber vertical, and that allows me to go smoothly into the next one. So vertical, down, vertical, up. If I want to keep transitioning, it'd be vertical, down, vertical, up. Vertical, up, vertical, down. Which is what that looks like. Again, practice both hands. Just so you have that variability. I'm wanting to do a plum flower here, which is bad. Okay, again, you can spend as much time as you want in each figure eight before transitioning to the other one. Sloppy, but you get the idea. Now that's for just switching direction with your body. You can also move with this technique by switching behind your back. And what that looks like, again, figure eight to my right side. Now to move with this technique, you have to take a step in one direction. So I'm going to come a little bit to this side. So I'm doing a figure eight to my right side. Now this time, as I come to my back, so going this way, I can do one of two things here to move. I can either take my left leg and step forward with it into vertical, or Actually, I come this way. Or I can step back with my front leg to vertical. You can see that. Like that. Again, what that allows me to do, let's say I'm stepping through with it, stepping forward with my back leg. So figure 8. As I come to the back, I step forward, bringing the saber vertical. And now I can do upward figure 8s on this side. Again, same thing here. When I want to get back to the downward figure 8, I do that coming behind my back. Okay. Should I do it on this side? And again, I can take either step. I can step through with it to vertical, or I can step back to vertical. Now, depending on which direction you want to move, that depends on the step you take. If I'm stepping through with my back leg, obviously I'll be moving in this direction. If I step back with my front leg, then I'll be moving in that direction. So whichever direction you want to move with this, that depends on the step you take. So again, upward. So let's say I want to move back this time. Then I would take a step back with my front leg as I come to the back, and I bring it vertical. And now I'm in my downward. Okay, so I'm going to back up just a bit so you can get this. I'm going to show you how to move back and forth with this. Hopefully I have room. I got a tree in my way here. Hopefully you can see this. So downward. I'm going to be moving this way first. I'll be moving that way again. I'll come up a little bit. Now I'm going to be moving that way. Alright. Hopefully you can see all that. I may have been out of frame there, but hopefully not. So that is how you move with this technique. Again, if I want to move this way, I take a step forward with my back leg, bringing the saber vertical. If I want to move the other direction, I take a step back with my front leg to vertical. So that is the way to move with this. Again, you can either just switch direction, and when you switch direction, you always bring the saber to the front first, and then to the other direction. So that's just turning your body, basically. Again, to move, you have to take a step in either direction. And to do that, you transition behind your back. Again, whenever you transition, you're always bringing the saber vertical. Even when I go behind my back, it's coming vertical in front of me. It's just, instead of bringing it vertical here, I'm bringing it vertical here. So that's the only difference. And then I can do whatever I want here, and then do it again to move. So that's how to move back and forth with the saber using this technique. Again, work on it very slowly and break it down too. Do some figure 8s here, and then bring it vertical and stop. And when you've paused, then go into the upward on the other side. When you're ready to transition back, again bring it vertical and pause, and then continue on. When you get comfortable doing that, then you can put it all together. And when you've got that down, then you can alternate them. Okay, and then you do the same thing on the other side, working on it incrementally like that. So take a step, pause, and then do it. Take a step, pause, and continue on. Then just work on it the same way as you would the front, just building each coordination upon the next. Okay. So those are the alternating figure eights. Very useful move for moving back and forth instead of just remaining static the whole time. That's really all there is to those. It's pretty simple if you already know the downward and the upward figure eights. All you're doing here is just switching between them. Okay. So practice that. Very useful to know. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks.